Hello guys, Toastbomb here, and yesterday something amazing happened. Something that I didn't think was going to happen for a lot longer than it actually did. The YouTube page just broke 100 subscribers. That's right, 3 digits, 100 subscribers. That's amazing. Thanks guys. So, round of applause for you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Okay then. Anyways, I really do want to do some sort of special video thingy majigger for you 100 subscribers, you 100 people, 100 little toasters, if you will. But unfortunately, I didn't really think this was going to happen this soon. I didn't think you guys were going to be this awesome, but you are. So I didn't really have anything planned because it just happened so quick. It's just crazy. And I still don't. And I don't want to do anything unless it's going to be super awesome, so I'm going to wait for the right idea to come along, something for me to do, and then I'll do it then. But in the meantime, all I can give is my thanks. So, thank you guys. It's been super awesome. You guys have given me tons of support, and it's just been really, really cool. So, thank you. But enough with the sappy stuff. We gotta get into the topic of the video, and the topic of the video today is the Promethean grenade, EMP grenade things that were talked about a few days ago on Twitter/NeoGaf. Now, first, let's go over how these things are gonna function and how they're gonna work. Now, they say they have the blast radius of about a plasma grenade, so not super huge, and then they stick around for a few seconds, and will also somehow block Promethean vision somehow. But that's as far as they go. They don't specify any further. So we get into the speculation part. Now I'm thinking this is probably going to function sort of like a mini power drain like the Halo 3 equipment, but with the added bonus of taking out your your armor abilities when you enter the field. I'm hoping it's something pretty significant, nothing like 10 seconds or 15 seconds that you lose your armor abilities. Hoping it's something more brutal like 30 seconds or 45 seconds, or even your entire life, to make them a little more useful. Also, people have been talking about maybe that this EMP grenade acts kind of like the Call of Duty EMP and even takes out your HUD and everything. While this feature sounds cool, it makes me skeptical on whether it's going to be overpowered, and I think it depends on how the resupply perk works. If you don't know what the resupply perk is, it allows you to pick up grenades from dead bodies, because no longer in Halo 4, when you die, do you drop your grenades. So, if you don't have this perk, you will only be relying on the grenades spawning around the map, and also the grenades you spawn with. But the thing I don't know about it is if I have frag grenades and you have plasma grenades, and I kill you, and I pick up the grenades off your dead body, will I get frags, or will I get plasmas? If I get the same type that I choose, regardless of what grenade type you choose, I could find this thing getting to be a little overpowered, because imagine a team of 4 people on a small map where the dead bodies are really dense, constantly picking up EMP grenades and throwing around little mini power drains everywhere. Even if they last like 2 seconds, I still think it could be a little crazy if they do damage, take out your armor abilities, and your HUD. But obviously we haven't seen them used yet or anything, so this is all just speculation, just my concerns about it. But I also think it could be super cool because it introduces something that we haven't seen very much in Halo, and that is area of area of denial. And, the power drain sort of did this in Halo 3, but for at least MLG guys, it was just too effective. If it was in MLG, it would probably have to be used as some sort of power weapon because the radius was massive and it just did so much damage and was so effective. Hopefully this thing sounds a little bit less effective, and especially if you're going to be carrying around multiples of these or even resupplying them off dead bodies, it better be, because otherwise that seems a little scary. But this area of denial can lead to some really cool applications and strategies and things like that that you could use in your game. For instance, you could deny flag routes, deny people taking your flag. You could block off certain areas where they're going to spawn and come after you. You could use it for counterattacks. You could use this thing for anything to help you push and do all this awesome stuff. It would be super effective for a coordinated team with these things in an objective game. It could be really amazing, and I think it would add a lot of strategy to the game. And thank you 343 for adding a counter to the Promethean Vision, because up until now there was no counter for Promethean Vision, and every single other armor ability had a counter. The thing that they would always say when people were asking if they thought Promethean Vision was overpowered was just that people could use the radar. And once they got used to the radar enough and used to the maps, they could use the radar and they wouldn't really need Promethean Vision anymore. But that doesn't really work for MLG, because MLG doesn't use the radar, and other game types like SWAT, that could just be ridiculously powerful for SWAT, I could see, especially because you're one shot all the time. Just one pop to the head, you're dead. Everybody would be using Promethean Vision, no matter what. But with these EMP grenades, I think it'll balance it out a little bit better. Obviously we haven't seen how they function, like I said before. We don't even know how they really work. But as long as there's a counter to Promethean Vision, I'm happy with that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you like the video, you can leave a like or a comment. And if you really like the video, you can subscribe, because I post new Halo videos every day. Sorry guys, one last thing I want to say is that there kind of is a counter to Promethean Vision other than the EMP grenade now. Someone posted this in the comments in one of my videos, and I had never actually thought about it before, but they were talking about how the hologram could be a counter because people see it coming behind a wall and they can get fooled by it. And it kinda is, if you fall for holograms. The only problem with it is that once you get to a certain level, like if you're playing MLG or just high level, pretty much anything, there's nobody running in a straight line not looking around. That never happens. You're constantly looking around, strafing, turning, actively throwing grenades and doing all this stuff. So the chances that someone in a higher level is going to get fooled by a hologram is very low. So then at that point there's no counter. And you could argue that the hard light shield, whose counter is a grenade bouncing it under the shield at the feet, could have the same thing as the hologram in the Promethean Vision, where once players get good enough to throw the grenade under the shield, then it's not really going to matter anymore. The hard light shield's going to be useless, just like the hologram when it's against its counter. But at that point, with the hard light shield, it at least involves some sort of skill, where the person could be, positioning themselves better so they couldn't get grenaded under the feet, and a few other things like that. But with the hologram, it's pretty much just a given that you're going to be able to see it once you get into those higher levels of play, because when everybody you're playing in the game is moving around, strafing, throwing grenades constantly, those holograms that are just looking in the same spot and moving straight stick out like a sore thumb, and they're really easy to spot. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. See ya.